Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Mix. I am Angela Sharp. I hope you had a good weekend. It was a Mother's Day weekend, so I hope all the mothers got showered with a lot of love and attention. In my family, we really slight my mother on this holiday a lot. So my nephew has a birthday actually tomorrow. He will be turning 9 years old. And ever since he's been born, so for the last almost 9 years now, on Mother's Day, we celebrate his birthday as opposed to Mother's Day. Now granted, my sister-in-law has her mom there, my brother of course has my mom there, and they, get presents for them, and it's nice and everything, but we really have focused the attention more on Mikey, my nephew. I think my mom likes it that way, and I actually think my sister-in-law mom doesn't mind it either, but I do sometimes feel a little bit bad because, when we were little, it was all about mom. Now it's all about my nephew. So I will say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, my bestest mom, most importantly. My mom's like the nicest person in the world, like nice to a fault, which is where I get my edge from, I think. I saw her being so nice to people and it not being kind of reciprocated. So that's where I get my edge. That's where that's from. But anyway, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and I'll say happy birthday to my nephew, Mikey, too. Now, I've got some fun for you on today's show. There's a lot of events coming up that you're gonna wanna check out. And then at the end of the show, I go on a little adventure to Supercross land. So I feel like I should really talk to you about this. I attempted Supercross in 2019. Well, I got to try it again. I'll let you take your votes now. Did I do better or worse? We're gonna find out. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. For more than 50 years, the International Photography Hall of Fame has been honoring excellence in photography with exhibitions featuring classic and contemporary photography. Now, if you ever dreamed of having your own work featured in one of their exhibits, now is your chance. Photographers from around the world are invited to submit their photos to their 2022 International Photography Contest for a chance to win cash prizes and, probably most importantly, be featured in a special exhibition that will open in July. Submissions are being accepted through Sunday, May 15th. You can learn more and enter online at iphf.org. And good luck to all those photographers that might submit. Now, a great place to take photos here in St. Louis is, of course, the Gateway Arch. And if you've noticed that the lights have been out for the past week or so, don't worry, it's for a very good reason. Every spring and fall, the National Park Service turns the exterior lights off during the peak of bird migration season. Lights can disorient birds that migrate at night, cause them to fly into buildings, and even affect their endurance for long-distance migration. The lights have been off since May 1st and will be turned back on beginning this Sunday, May 15th. According to the National Park Service, 40% of the nation's migratory waterfowl use the Mississippi River corridor during their spring and fall migration. So that's a lot. Now, if you would like to stay up to date with the latest news and events happening at the Arch, you can follow them on social media and visit them at gatewayarch.com. Now, of course, there's a lot to look forward to this weekend. Annie Malone's annual Mayday parade is back, and it's in person. I know that's huge for people. The parade is the oldest and second largest African-American parade in the country, and it is the largest fundraiser for Annie Malone Children's and Family Services. This year's parade will take place on Sunday, May 15th, starting at 1 in downtown St. Louis at 20th and Market. Other events this weekend include the Friends of Annie Malone Awards Dinner on Friday and Greek Night on Saturday. You can learn more about all three of these events and the services Annie Malone provides online at anniemalone.com. And you don't need any more reasons, but another great reason to head downtown this weekend is the return of the Fan Expo, formerly known as Wizard World. This weekend will be packed full of excitement with several celebrity guests. I hear William Shatner might be there. Hundreds of exhibits and creators and cosplays as well. There's a meet and greet, special events, a kids zone, and more. I checked this out about 6 years ago when it was Wizard World, and it was pretty cool. So I think if you're really into this sort of thing, it's even cooler than you thought it was going to be. Now, the Expo promises to have something for everyone, and fans love with Wizard World with even more to enjoy. Now they've changed it up. It's taking place this Friday through Saturday at America Center. You can find the full schedule and lineup at fanexpostlouis.com. Another favorite annual event also returns this weekend after nearly 3 years. Modern STL is bringing us the Heart of the Crestwood Tour from mid-century to modern. This self-guided tour features structures built from 1962 to 2004, including 6 homes and a church. Each stop offers a unique example of modern architecture in Crestwood, an area rich with hidden gems and jewels. The home tour will take place this Saturday, May 14th from 1 to 6, and proceeds from the tour will go to Modern STL Preservation Fund and will be available on site that day until 4. That's what tickets you can get on site that day until 4 p.m. or advanced at modernstl.com. This weekend also marks the return of free family-friendly concerts and longer hours at the St. Louis Zoo. Prairie Farms Dairy Summer Zoo Weekend gives you even more time to enjoy your favorite attractions and exhibits at the zoo with extended hours from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 8 to 7 Friday and Saturday. And Friday nights are extra special because the Jungle Boogie Friday night concert series is also back. You bring the whole family out and enjoy live music outdoors at the zoo. There will also be a great selection of food and drinks and animal-related activities focusing on conservation of those species. Now, Summer Zoo Weekends and Jungle Boogie both kick off Friday night and run through August. You can learn more and make a free reservation at stlzoo.org. I have given you lots of great reasons to go outside this weekend, but you don't want to wait till then. Why not get up and get moving with free sunrise yoga and sunrise boot camp in downtown St. Louis. It's the Gateway Arch Park Foundation and Citra Fitness and Movement are hosting 45-minute all-level yoga classes every Tuesday morning through October 18th and 45-minute boot camps every Thursday through the 23rd. This would be a great way to kind of get yourself in shape. You got Tuesday and Thursday, a little yoga, a little boot camp. Sounds pretty good to me, right? Now the classes begin at 7 a.m. each week. That's the part where you get me. 7 a.m. is a little early. Yeah, they start 7 a.m. each week in Kiener Plaza, weather permitting, of course. The classes are free and open to the public, but you do need to sign a waiver. You can do that online and learn more about the classes under the events tab at archpark.org. That definitely sounds like a great way to break a sweat, get your morning going, get the adrenaline flowing, right? You know what else is a good way to do that? Try to attempt to ride Supercross. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, I got to check out Supercross in 2019. I interviewed some drivers, got to try to ride a bike. Well, we're now in 2022, and they let me come back. They wanted me to do this again, but this time I also got to do a track walk, which is actually really cool because I feel like when you get to walk the track and you see I think he called them woos, I think that's what he called them. They're really hard just to walk on. Can you imagine riding a bike on them? All right, I asked you to vote. Did they do better or worse? Check it out. Let me know what you think. If Monster Energy Supercross is back in town, you know I'm gonna check it out. So we're gonna go down there, we're gonna check out some practice, we'll do a track walk, meet some of the guys, and I might even try to get on a bike again. Maybe I'll go faster. Well, who else was I going to talk to when I got here other than Bubba Pauly? It's St. Louis is kind of your home show, if you will, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a childhood dream coming and racing here.
Okay, now I talked to you the last time I was here in 2019. How have we been doing since 2019?
Yeah, obviously it's crazy for everybody. Feld Entertainment and AMA Supercross did a tremendous job of getting our schedule back on track, and we resumed our schedule in 2020. We raced a full schedule last year and a full schedule this year, and now with full attendance, it's unreal seeing that back in the stadiums.
Oh, and let's talk about all those fans that are going to be here, particularly for you this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to have a huge, family friend crowd here, probably a couple hundred people that I personally know close to me. So, a little extra pressure, but, it's not my first rodeo. We've been doing this for a while.
I assume when people say from the St. Louis area, the whole crowd is kind of on your team, right?
Yeah, it was a few years back we raced here, and I could almost hear as I came by, with the bikes running and everything, I could hear the fans, cheering for me. And you don't really feel that at too many other venues when you're not the hometown guy. You've
got some St. Louis graphics on your bike even. I mean, that's how St. Louis you are.
Yeah, for sure. And Top Secret Designs, the company that does our graphics, are a local company here as well. And he's the one that designed everything and had us looking special for this race. So hats off to him and all of our other sponsors as well. You guys are going to do a couple practices here today as we're here on Friday. What are you looking for in those practices? Like, are you feeling out the dirt, the ramps? What are you feeling? Yeah, so we race in, 15 different venues across the country. So the dirt is way different every time we go to a new venue. So the first thing we feel is the dirt, and then the bike setup as well, and the tracks are completely different every weekend as well. So it's very challenging to learn the tracks, get everything dialed in, and pick it up to race speed quick. So we're working on that this morning. Now, I've heard a lot of the guys talk about St. Louis dirt and how it's better. I need more information. Well, it's that Mississippi River bottom dirt. So it's good for growing crops and it's good for motorcycles. Really? I had no idea those two kind of correlated together. Yeah, good traction. It's soft. It's not too soft. It's not too hard. So it makes for some great racing because the tracks break down differently, and it's awesome. When I was a little kid, no one said, do you want to ride Supercross? So how did you get started in all this? I had a couple friends that had dirt bikes, when I was 9, 10 years old. My parents got me one for my 10th birthday, and, I rode the wheels off of that thing and, started racing about a year later. I wasn't any good for the first few years and just, kept working at it, and it was my dream. Never thought I would make it all the way professional, even though it was a dream, but made that reality in 2014. So, are you based out of Florida then, since Feld Entertainment is in Florida? No, Edwardsville, Illinois. So, okay. Me and my team, we operate out of there. We got a shop and a track and everything over there. All right, well, plug that shop for everybody listening. It's a Mad Parts Kawasaki team, so madparts.com. Check it all out there, and we're on Instagram, Facebook, everything. So wonderful. Well, we will be cheering for you this weekend. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. So in 2019, they did this. I didn't do so well. It's 2022. Figured we'll try again. Okay, well, I look the part, right? I look like I know what I'm doing. I don't. But they're going to put me back on this bike again. We're going to see if I can do any better than I did the last time I was here. I don't have high hopes. We'll find out. There's an awful lot of instructions happening right now. So we'll find out.
The goal here is to go nice and slow.
Nice and slow, right. Don't die. Yeah, those are the two rules. He says it's perfect and you said it's too much. No, he just wants to watch me fall. No, you'll be fine. Alex, I thought we were friends. All right. Okay. Just nice and easy. Nice and easy, he says. Whee! Whee! I feel like I've done much better than I did in 2019.
Keep walking.
Look where you want to go. Woo! Look at me go. Now I look like I know what I'm doing. I don't, but it's fine. I think I went faster than I did in 2019. But in 2019, I thought I went fast, and then I looked back at the tape and I didn't, so I'll have to find out later if I did or not. But it sure is a lot of fun. But what these guys do is so impressive. So we're gonna do a little track walk and see what the track looks like, what they're riding on, because when I hit those little tiny bumps, whoo, that was not fun. This is my new best friend, Jordan Smith. You're gonna take me on a track walk. Yeah. Now, this is not the track you guys were practicing on while we watched. So Are there 2 separate tracks? How does this work?
No, this is one track for press day. We usually just ride kind of a couple sections, you know. They don't let us ride the whole track. It would be a little bit of an advantage over the rest of the competition. So yeah, we just rode that section over there. Tomorrow it'll be combined. The 2 sections will go together and it'll be double the length pretty much. This is a whoop section. So they build these things and yeah, there's about 12 of them here today, I think, and this weekend. And so from peak to peak, this is about usually from 13 to 14 feet from each one.
I can see that.
So,
like,
yeah, they're pretty big. So, you know, right now you can see they're pretty sharp in the bottom here. So it would be hard to roll through them. So you come in with a lot of speed and we only hit about this much of the whoop. So our back tire and front tire only hit that much and you just skim right across them.
Oh, so, and you kind of fly over to the next side.
Kind of. So you have to come in with a lot of speed and you never want to be in the bottoms. If you're getting in the bottoms with speed, you're probably going to be crashing. So,
wow, okay.
Yeah, so, and right now they're nice and smooth, but by the end of the main event tomorrow with the Triple Crown, these things will be really beat up and they get a lot tougher to go through whenever
Okay, so I was going to ask, that makes them harder to go through.
Yeah, especially here in St. Louis, because this is a pretty soft dirt. Here, compound, so they get broken down a lot more, and you may even see some guys start jumping the whoops instead of skimming across the top. Just it's a little bit less energy and sometimes can be safer.
So how much dirt is here?
Yeah, so there's 500 dump truck loads. It equals out to about 26 million pounds of dirt.
Wow, okay.
It takes the Dirtworks crew about 3 days to get all this done, and you know, here's the finished product here on a Friday, and we're gonna tear it down tomorrow, or tear it up tomorrow, and then they tear it down on Sunday.
And so you got all that kind of going. Are you one of those guys who likes St. Louis dirt?
Yeah,
or no?
I've actually I won here in 2017. So
this is a champion, a St. Louis champion.
St. Louis has been good to me in the past, so I like this dirt. It's probably one of the better dirts on our circuit. You know, sometimes you have hard pack. Like up in Detroit, you have really rocky, can be bricks in the dirt.
Oh my.
Here, there's not very many rocks. It packs really well. It gets rutted up, and it's a good dirt here. Hopefully, we have a lot of speed still by the end of these whoops, and then so you want to use this berm to kind of bank, you know, kind of like NASCAR or something.
Kind of like NASCAR. Okay, that's what I was going to compare it to.
But this dirt, as you can see, it's pretty soft whenever you get up here.
Okay.
So like if you just kick it. See how soft that is? So these bikes,
oh yeah.
So whenever we go, the bikes will tear really deep ruts in this. So,
right.
You know, we'll start out using the whole berm because that's the way to carry the most momentum. And by the end of the practice or the race, we'll be cutting down because those ruts will be so deep. We'll be searching for new lines. And, you know, you don't want to be hitting a super deep rut and then have to jump this 60-foot finish line.
I was going to say, so this looks so huge.
Yeah, yeah. And you can't see the landing. It's a blind jump. So as a racer, you know, like that's the hardest jumps to hit are blind jumps because they're hard to time because you can't physically see like where you're trying to land.
I'm sorry, I know we kind of already did this adventure again, but this is the most fun adventure. I love getting on the bike. Did I go a little faster? I feel like I went a little faster than I did in 2019, so that was fun. Plus all the guys here are so nice. I love Monster Energy Supercross. You should definitely check them out. You don't want to miss them the next time they come to your town. And after you check them out, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Of course, you can drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. That's going to do it for me, but keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis.